Hi guys, I just want to tune in back to another video. This is going to be unedited, basically just a raw video of me explaining, basically telling you guys that this is probably going to be the last of the gendered content in regards to, like, you could say red pill, you know, men's dynamics, women's dynamics, basically, you could say. So yeah, this is the second to last video. Basically, I've already said my things about men. I've made a previous video in regards to women, and just in regards to basically the women, since this is going to be about the women today, the second video, it's just, you guys have to understand something. A lot of these women today, a lot of them are on medication. A lot of them are on SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRI for short, since I'm studying endocrinology and medicine. But basically, what these medications do is basically alter certain chemicals within the brain and dictate certain people's personality changes. Hell, the side effects of these medications are so drastic, being suicidal, and a lot of people think that I'm being dramatic for this, but yes, also homicidal thoughts, literally serial killer like thoughts. So this is what's happening right now with a lot of these women, and as soon as a woman hits menopause, it is protocol for her to get on Lexapro. It is protocol. Immediately, they will actually prescribe the medication to the women. It is protocol. Literally. That's Lexapro, that's Zoloft, that's Prozac. They give these women these medications. It's like, oh, you would think they would do the same with men. No, they just let men's natural testosterone run out. Why? It's because testosterone is a power hormone. Estrogen is not. Basically, women will be fine. If you're a man and you got low testosterone, your life is gonna suck. So instead of prescribe hormones to women, they'd rather give them medication, basically. And instead of prescribing anything at all for men, well, just have them be weak, docile, infantile beta men, basically. So this is what's happening right now in the United States of America. You got a lot of these women. I've talked about the men. You women better not chime out of this video, but you got a lot of these women self-sabotaging their relationships. You got a lot of them self-sabotaging their marriages. A lot of them. I mean, a lot of their emotions will literally change. Now, I don't mean it in a normal way, like, oh, okay, yeah, women are, of course, they are more emotional, you could say, scientific, but it's not normal. The stuff that is happening right now is not normal. The amount of expectations that have been basically placed on men under the false guise and false hopes, basically, of what a woman's going to get is not normal. And I blame the media for this. I blame corporate media for this. I blame the Kardashians for this. I definitely blame the Kardashians for this. But yeah, this is basically what has happened over the last, you could say, 30 to 40 years. We have moved into a consumerist society, and women have become a lot more materialistic in that regard. Why do you think corporations prey on a woman's beauty? Oh, you're ugly. Oh, you got that little crow's feet right there. Hey, let me fix that. Buy her a new skincare product. If your man doesn't buy the new skincare product, there's like advertisements of shaming men, literally to promote women's beauty. Oh, you look ugly now, but you'll look beautiful later when you buy our product. And this is what is happening. That's why a lot of you men feel very lonely right now, because I'm not gonna lie. You gotta understand, women are under a spell right now. They are under a fucking corporate governmental spell right now. And it's to keep them single, lonely, bitter cat ladies. who order their most expensive Chardonnay drinking wine in the suburbs. This is happening in real time. And then at the same time, as I mentioned previously, you got them prescribing Zoloft, Prozac, prescribing these medications, while at the same time, they're also drinking. I mean, you mean to tell me you're basically drinking alcohol, you are drinking alcohol, and you're gonna be on these medications, and hey, guess what? Since marijuana is now legal, you're also gonna be probably blowing a spiff or two. What do you think is going on? What do you think is happening? Of course this is happening. Of course this is. You got a lot of these homes over here. This is, you can see Richie Richville over there. A lot of those homes over there, a lot of the women are on those things. A lot of them are on those things. They're on stuff like Zoloft, Prozac, such and such whatnot. They are literally on this shit. I mean, it's insane. Like the amount of like women that are like on TikTok sabotaging their marriages for their husband doing something very fucking little. Like, oh, he left the toilet seat up. That's it. I'm gonna divorce him, become a cat lady from a stay-at-home mom position. Guys, they're dividing the family. There is a gender war happening right now. They are dividing men and women. You got a lot of women, dude. I live in Sacramento. For y'all people out there, I live in Sacramento. As you can see in this description covering my face, it is the worst dating city in the country. The most unattractive people in the country live here. What does that tell y'all for a man like me who's 23 years of age, got testosterone, raging like a fucking F1 car while I'm at work, while I'm at home, and I see, or even just seeing a woman at a fucking grocery store. But the minute she opens her mouth and says something stupid or crazy, or like I get discouraged by seeing another man have his life ruined through divorce rape court, basically. I mean, you got these TikToks of like women just changing their mind. That's it. I divorced my husband. It's like, why? What happened? What did he do? Oh, he left the toilet seat down. He did. It's like small, minor things. That's not normal. Where do you think? Nobody's perfect. But where do you think this comes from? Where do you think this stems from? Like, of course, Red Pill's gonna say like it's women's ego and stuff. Of course it is. Medications can greatly heighten someone's ego. They definitely can. Medications definitely can do that, especially with alcohol, and you're under that spell. Definitely. But I'm just gonna tell you this right now. It's not always the meat. It's also the medication. The medication is making these women insane, completely changing their brain chemistry. You got women, literally like where I live and such. They're like, oh, I think I'm gonna try lesbian. I'm having a hard time dating men because they can't just lower their expectations from a dude being Justin Bieber or such and somewhat, or Harry Styles. And basically, yeah, like basically they're too heightened within their ego. You can definitely say that, but they're like, I'm just gonna try lesbian. What the fuck does that mean? You don't try lesbian. That's not something you try. That's something that you are. That's something that you make a conscious decision because you really are that. And you see where the problem is? I'm not kidding. I've heard this at where I work. I've heard this where in a store. I've heard this like, and I have nothing against LGBT people. I have nothing against them at all. Listen, I mean, it's your life, your decision. Go do as you please. I don't give a shit. But yeah, you got a lot of these delusional, you could say, women right now. And a lot of them are not just delusioned by the media. They're delusioned by the medication that they are being prescribed. And I could also say the same way for the kids. A lot of the kids today are being overprescribed medication. You gotta understand, a lot of the power that children once had, a lot of the power that children once had when it comes in the regards of, I'm gonna get off here, this is dangerous. This is like a blind spot, you see? Like right around that corner, it's a blind spot. I'm gonna just get out and walk right here. But yeah, my ass is itching. But yeah, when it comes in regards of that, y'all gotta understand this. This is what is happening. This is what is happening right now. So the kids are overprescribed medication, and then you have a generation of completely lost children that don't even know who they are, and at the same time are just being forced right into the same positions that their parents are just 20 years down the line, which is just work a corporate job and die. And it's like, what kind of life does that bring? What kind of life? And that's what I'm saying. That's also why a lot of men, you could say like myself, have also checked out of the dating scene. We've checked out of the system. We've stopped working. We've checked out of the market. It's not because we hate women. It's because we hate the system. We hate the system, what it's done to us, and we're standing up against it. And I think more women should stand up against the system that basically tells them, hey, if you're not pretty enough, you're not pretty enough, buy our product. Hey, you better go get that BBL, or else you're not gonna get successful, or else you're not gonna be a fucking made woman. It's sad. It's really sad. I don't wish on anybody. I don't wish it on even some of my worstest enemies. Some of them, there's even worser, but it's just, that is the issue though, that I see with a lot of modern women today, is that they've been completely co-opted into the system. In that regards, basically being medication, the media and such and somewhat, as I mentioned previously. I'm gonna get off this video now. Take a look at this backdrop. I mean, this is nice. I'm not gonna lie, there's certain parts of Sacramento, like if you do escape, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, it's nice, beautiful. I'm trying to get onto this. Yeah, it's like a nice little trail. And then over there is like wooded area. It's nice, very nice. But yeah, in that regard, I think I gotta get off camera. I gotta focus, or else I'm gonna get my ass killed. I better start going right now. Anyways, you guys take it easy. Thank you very much. Tune into my next video. Look at this backdrop right here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Tune into my next video, which will, the last one, again, this is my second to last gendered content. So my next video will be my last video in regards to women. That's it. I'm done. I'm also gonna do back to track and field videos. And there's this one video I'm not sure about posting because it involves me doing something very fucking dangerous. And I don't think some viewers are within my family would like it very much. However, yeah, I'm definitely contemplating that decision right now, since I do have morale for my family. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, I did a skid.